Hello and welcome to the 14th edition of the Official Glory Kickboxing Podcast. My name is Todd Grisham, and we have a very special guest, one of the best pound-for-pound kickboxers on planet Earth, the one and only Robin van Roosmalen. Everybody give it up. Give it up. And of course, Joseph Valtellini. By the way, look how yoked he is. He's like so jacked up. He's blowing out of his jeans over here. Have you ever seen him this big?
Squats, man.
It's crazy. Every time I see him, he gets bigger.
He does.
Every time you see you, you get smaller because you're making weight.
Yeah, I'm trying.
So right now we're taping this. It is Thursday, so weigh-ins are tomorrow morning.
Yep.
How hungry are you right now?
I'm not hungry at all. I think I prepared my body for this weight cut, so I'm not hungry at all.
Should we talk about the new Big Mac sandwich you're going to be eating right after the fight?
Yeah, that's a good. Yeah.
But it's not a normal Big Mac, right?
No, it's not a normal Big Mac. It's a chicken double decker. So instead of the normal meat, we have the chicken. You got the fried chicken. So
that's what you're eating after the fight?
Yeah, it comes out three weeks ago. I couldn't eat it because of my weight loss.
Right.
So I'm excited to eat that after the fight. So
we can go to a coffee shop and then try it after.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. What are you doing at the coffee shop, Joe?
Drink coffee.
Oh, really? In Amsterdam? That's really cool.
They got nice brownies too.
Do they? Space cakes, they call them.
Moon cakes, wasn't
We
it?
found out today that Hesty Gerges owns a bakery downtown.
Yeah, he has a bakery and they have nice things, really sweet things. But I see him on Instagram and it looks good, but I can't eat it.
I think Hesty's tasted the product a little bit.
I think he did.
He's a heavyweight. He can eat that.
He
stuff.
says he didn't, but who knows? How can he not?
I couldn't resist this. So if I had one, I would eat it all day. So.
Now we're in Amsterdam right now, but you're from the Den Bosch area.
Yep.
Is it Bosch or Bosch? Everyone pronounces it different.
It's normal in Dutch you talk Den Bosch. So it's Bosch.
Den Bosch.
Yeah.
So
Like
what's it going to be like for you to fight in your hometown for really the first time ever, at least on this stage?
It's special, you know. It's I'm born there, born raised. So competing on a big stage like this, it's something special. And especially I like it because my friends, my grandpa, grandma can come watch now finally.
Yeah.
And not waking up middle in the night to watch on TV. So I'm happy about that.
And how was it different from Amsterdam? Like, was it a smaller city? We haven't even been yet, so we don't even know what to expect.
I think it's a smaller city in Amsterdam. I think Amsterdam is a lot more cultures all together, and I think Den Bosch is a little bit more like Holland.
Traditional
Holland city. Yeah.
People wear wooden shoes and stuff.
No, not like that.
Oh.
No, not like that.
Or windmills.
That's
a windmill.
traditional.
No farmers.
No. In your backyard. Yeah.
No.
So Panamorung, you've got him for the featherweight championship of the world Saturday night.
Yep.
Obviously, you fought Sidachai, another Thai fighter, a couple times. What similarities do you see between the two fighters?
I think all Thai fighters are similar. You know, they have a little different things, but they're all southpaws, all kick hard, but everything they throw is from the left side. So I don't think I think he's just a smaller, lighter version of Sidachai. I think Sidachai is only a better boxer.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's
Panamorung better kicks maybe than Sidachai?
No, maybe a little faster because he's lighter, but I don't think he's as strong as Sidachai. So.
So I mean, you fought Sidachai twice.
Yeah.
And you kind of went down to the featherweight division because it was kind of getting repetitive and boring. And now here you are in the featherweights fighting another similar style fighters. Same kind of strategy? Is it still an exciting fight for you?
Yeah, it's exciting because this time, you know, I have something to prove. Last time they took my belt away. Yeah. So this time I want to get my belt back. So and especially when I'm fighting in my own city against a Thai fighter. So it's I'm happy about that. It's exciting.
Mean, the debate, because when you fought Sidachai, and I mean we just saw it with Wilness and Simon Marcus, those arm kicks. Like, how do you look at arm kicks? I know everyone looks at them differently. What's your take on arm kicks?
I think if an arm kick gets countered right away, I don't think it's a good kick and it gets blocked. I think arm kick has to be powerful. If you can't block it or can counter right away, like, then you have a good hard kick.
So if someone kicks you and you don't counter back, would that be a scoring strike in your eyes?
It could be a scoring strike, but normally, you know, if you want to make a clean hit, you have to kick the body, or punch the body, whatever. Because if you kick on a block, it's not a point for me.
Because I was having this conversation with Richard Abraham, and he was saying, because he had a similar situation when he fought Pinto.
Yeah, I know.
And he was saying, is like, well, how do you block a body kick? Well, with your forearm, you block it. You can cross block different ways. And he goes, well, same thing like a low kick. If you throw a low kick and I block a low kick, would that be a scoring strike?
That's what I mean, because normally, you know, you're aiming for the body with the body kick. So if I think it gets blocked with the arm, it's not on the body, it's on the arm. So.
And it could mean the judges, if they favor Muay Thai over kickboxing as well?
I think so. I think you have, if you're favoring Muay Thai, you know, you're going to score more for that for the boxing.
What are the odds that this fight between you and Pech Pamerong even goes the distance?
1%, I think.
He's going to knock you out, huh?
Me?
No, I'm kidding. No. You're going to knock him out, 99% sure.
Yeah, I'm going for it, you know. I feel confident, I feel strong, I train good, I'm sharp, I'm in better shape than I was before. So I can't wait, you know, and I feel like I have something to prove against the Thai fighter. Like last time, you know, they let me lose against CTSI, also in Holland.
Yeah.
So this time I feel like I have to prove it for myself.
What's that moment going to be like when you do knock him out with all your family and friends there and in your hometown? What would that be like for you?
It's going to be a happy moment like every other fight, but that happening in my hometown with my family and friends, that's what is going to make it special. The victory itself, it's for me, it's like a normal fight.
What's the state of kickboxing right now in Holland? You've obviously been in it for a long time. Is it getting bigger? Is it regressing? What's happening?
I think the kickboxing is growing a lot, especially with the younger guys, also with business people. They're not seeing it anymore as a criminal sport. They see it as a real sport, a hard-working sport. So it's getting more popular now. I think the population of the younger kids, they're choosing more for kickboxing now than for football. Now, football is, of course, still the #1 sport, but kickboxing is growing.
Good.
So how is, like, for example, in North America, young kids want to be UFC fighters. Yeah. The kids here, are they still looking at kickboxing as the main combat sport, or is like MMA making a bigger impact in Europe?
I think MMA is coming up too, but at this moment I think it's more kickboxing. Because, you know, in America you already be starting to do wrestling from the high school, so I think MMA is more there. But here it's more kickboxing.
Now you've had 2 MMA fights?
Yes, 2.
One in both.
One in both.
What do you like about MMA and what do you not like about MMA?
I like about MMA you wear the small gloves and if you hit somebody,
more damage.
Yeah. No, but I like it's like a real fight, you know. A lot of things are allowed. You can fight on the ground. I think it's like more like maybe strange to say, but it's more like street fighting. You know, it's like the adrenaline it gives me. It's different. And I like to just how to switch it up. You know.
Yeah.
I've been kickboxing for so long. The MMA gives me a different motivation. The only thing I don't like about it is if you get an opponent who only wants to lay down on you and keep you on the ground and do shit, you know.
Which is what most guys would want to do with you, right?
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons I was always asked, why don't you go to MMA? Because I'm like, I don't want to spend my career defending takedowns. Yeah. Which that would make it boring for me, right?
Yeah, but I think, you know, if you train your takedown defense so good that they don't take you to the ground, it should be okay.
Have you been taken down yet?
I've been taken down, yeah, twice. But I stood up twice, so.
Yeah.
So I survived it, and then it was over. My friend always tells me, you know, you have the lucky number 3. If you stop 3 takedowns or get taken down but stand up right away, they mentally break. So.
Okay.
So yeah.
And how was it when you first hit someone with a 4-ounce? Someone said to me it's different.
It is different.
Someone says like you kind of like, they use the analogy of like American football and rugby. So when you play American football, you wear a helmet and you're a little bit more protected, so you can hit harder. Yeah. But if you're playing rugby, you kind of hold up your.
Because you know you don't have to protect.
Yeah. So did you find that, like, or when you hit someone, you felt the same kind of power as you would in your 10-ounce glove?
Yes, I wasn't scared to hit or get hit, but I think the impact is different. You know, if you hit somebody good with the 4-ounce, he's going down for sure. But if you hit them half or just scram behind it, you know, you're hitting shit. It's nothing. So I think with the 10-ounce glove, if you hit a little, you still feel the power.
Because there's more surface area on the gloves.
Yeah, I think that's the only difference.
But like defensive-wise, like, did you use your traditional shield, or you have to stay and parry a little bit?
No, this time I parried more. I use more head move, because with the small gloves you can't hold the shield. You know, the small gloves, they go through everything. So It's a little bit changed,
cool,
but
though.
it's fun, you know. It's exciting.
For sure.
Yeah.
I wish I had about 1 or 2 in my career.
Yeah, maybe just for fun, or maybe for something.
What would happen if the Rico Ismail Lazar fight if they wore 4-ounce gloves? How would that change what happens?
I think it would be really exciting. Yeah,
it's gonna be exciting.
Two heavyweights with 4 ounce. Just stand by. I wish I could do a fight, kickboxing with MMA gloves. Only kickboxing with MMA gloves.
They actually have that. Do you know John Wayne Park?
Yeah, in Australia, I saw that. Hey, that should be exciting. That should be exciting. You got real fights, you know? Real good fights.
But you have guys only being able to fight twice a year because they'd be so banged up, right?
Yeah, that's their problem.
Like Michael Duke would be dead, right?
Yeah.
He'd already be dead.
For sure, but or maybe you will knock somebody out earlier, so maybe you're not. So
Maybe not. Yeah, that's true. Like the Tyrone Spong fight, right?
Yeah.
He dropped
Yeah.
in like 8
And
seconds
then
and
he
he
came
got
right back.
Yeah, that was crazy. I was there. That was crazy.
So what do you think is going to happen in that Verhoeven Lazar fight? You know Ismail pretty well, don't you?
Yeah, I know him good. You know, he's a really nice guy.
Yeah.
He's a funny guy, and he can fight. You know, don't underestimate him. He can fight. He's not built like a real sportsman, but he can fight. But I think just like I said it before, I just think Rico is on a different level right now for the heavyweights. I don't think like Ismail fought anybody as close to the caliber of Rico, and I think Rico fought already people like Lazar. So I think that's the difference.
And you meet with Rico sometimes at Coliseum Gym.
Yeah, I see.
Do you ever spar with him while you're there?
No,
or
I don't spar with him.
just-
I don't spar with my weight. So
Yeah, it's too much of a
yeah,
difference.
it's too much.
So more with, but you spar with Jason Wilness,
Yeah.
right? It's a little bit closer.
Yeah, he's a little bit closer. Like he's 85 kilo when I'm. So it's okay.
Yeah.
It's getting close to me. Like Rico is a heavyweight.
Too big. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people say even though Rico's a heavyweight, he may be the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world. Give us your like top 3 or 4 pound-for-pound guys right now, and you can include yourself in there.
Include myself. If I include myself, I put myself on one.
Yeah.
Just because of my achievements, I think I'm the only 2-division champion in Glory. I fought all the best guys. I think my divisions are the most packed. So that's why I put myself on one. And then you have number 2. I would say Rico or Nicky. I think I can choose between them, but they're both really good. I like them both. Yes, and then you got number 3.
So you got Nicky ahead of Doumbé, obviously.
Right now, yes, because
Based on what he's done, kind of thing.
yeah, he achieved a lot also. Like Doumbé just won from Nicky, but only from Nicky and Congolo, Before he didn't win from big names. Nicky fought everybody in his weight class and he defeated most of them. And he has a good KO ratio, so that's why I put Nicky.
A lot of people, I was reading online, put Sidichai up there.
Yeah, I think he's a pretty good fighter too. I just don't like his style, to be honest. It's not fun to watch for me personally. Of course, the Muay Thai fighters will like him. So
I like Artem Bahitov. What do you think about him?
he's good. He's young. He's hungry. He has a great
style's
fight,
great, yeah.
a good style. Yeah, and he's getting better every time I see him.
Yes.
So I'm excited to see what he can do in the future.
I think in the future he'll be in that list to talk about. Because he's putting everybody out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's recovering from hand surgery. Hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, he was like destroying Calvalari. I didn't expect that. So
Destroyed him.
Destroyed him. I was
Destroyed
like,
Mikasa. Just walked through him
with
easy.
the jab. I was like, shit.
Yeah, put that big joker down with a jab.
Yeah.
How's that possible?
Yeah.
And he looks like so relaxed, like don't put any effort. It's crazy.
You even mentioned welterweight's an option for you.
Yeah.
Just to keep active, just to keep busy. Like, why would that be a move you're thinking? Just to show your pound for pound dominance, or?
No, because a lot of people are talking now about I win on featherweights because I'm the stronger, bigger guy. But I think weight doesn't matter in a fight. If you have good skills, it doesn't matter.
But it's part of the game, right?
It is a part of the game, but people don't understand that. People they think it's.
So they're saying that as a bad thing, that you're winning just because you're big and strong.
Yeah, I think so. So, and I saw like Glory has trouble finding opponents for Doumbé. That's what they. So I was like, why not?
Yeah.
And make it a three division champ. Why not? I'd like to challenge myself too. So sometimes you also need to challenge yourself.
Yeah.
So that's fights where I get excited for. So
and you can eat what you want pretty much, right?
You know, I can go to McDonald's, get that Big Mac every day.
It'd be great, wouldn't it?
Dunkin' Donuts with the coffee. You can have the donut with the coffee.
With the donut, the coffee.
So they opened a Dunkin' Donuts here in Holland. Is it the first one?
Just in Amsterdam, yeah.
And people are freaking out.
Yeah, I heard like there were like 3,000 people in line waiting for it. They opened at 7 and at 6, they're already standing 1,000 people in front. Just because of the name, I think. I like it. I'm a big Dunkin' fan.
You know,
don't get me wrong.
I should open a Tim Hortons here.
Well, I was going to say, if they open like the Amsterdam-style coffee shop in America where they sell weed, that'd probably be 3,000 miles long, too.
Yeah, so...
Moon cakes?
Space cake. They're space cake. Why do you call them moon cakes?
it was moon cake.
It's space cake,
and
right?
then both we got coffee shops, too. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We got everywhere in Holland, so...
Yeah. And you say the people in Den Bosch are a little more, or Den Bosch are a little more kind, would you say, than people in North Holland?
I'm more used to it, so I think maybe it's that. But I think like we always say like the people under the river, they're more social.
Well, see, in America, I'm from Alabama,
and
the people down there are real nice. Up in the Northeast, where all these yahoos are from, or out west, they're all jerks.
Yeah, I believe
you know, they're all jerks. He's flipping me off. But anyway, no, people are known in the South of America as being pretty cordial and nice.
Okay, yeah.
But like, I mean, you growing up in Amsterdam, like, is it easy? Like, you and your friends, when you're young, do you guys like experiment? Like, I mean, I know you won't mention here, but I mean, do the locals go to the red light districts? Do they go to the coffee shops? Or is it more like a tourist thing?
I don't know.
Like, do the young kids all like, hey, let's go to Amsterdam and hang out?
I don't have really much friends in Amsterdam, but I think it's like in Amsterdam, the people they're used to it. It's normal. So, you know, when they walk to the red light district, they probably don't even see it.
Yeah.
So it's like if you lived in Las Vegas, you'd see like,
it's normal, you know. If you go up with it, it's every day, you know, you get used to it. So I don't think I think it's more a tourist thing, yeah.
So tomorrow night we'll be down or Saturday night we're down in Den Bosch. We talked about your fight, obviously. We talked about Rico's fight. How about Myrtle Grunhart back in action? Supposed to fight Harut Grigorian, but now he's fighting Alan Scheinson.
Yeah, it's too bad that Harut has an injury, because I was excited for that fight, you know.
Yeah.
I saw that fight live that time in Spain, the K1 days, the first fight, and that was exciting. That was crazy.
Harut was dominating, wasn't it?
And
then Myrtle caught him
with the uppercut.
Yeah.
And then he was done. Yeah, it was a nice fight. I liked it, so I couldn't wait to get the rematch and see how they match up now. But I think Alan is also a nice fighter. I saw him fight in LA. He's a good kid. He comes to fight, you know, and if Myrtle has a good day, it's going to be fireworks for sure. That's what I think.
Yeah, he's calling that he's more versatile than Myrtle.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a good fight. Like, with his last fight, I thought he won that fight against Ben Mansour, but he's talented.
He's a talented kid, and I think he's excited. You know, he's hungry. So I hope Myrtle has a good day. It's like I see on his Instagram and everything. He trained good, so I'm excited.
Because, I mean, his criticism at one point was he wasn't getting up for the big fights. He wasn't...
No, he was getting up for the big ones. He wasn't getting up for the...
He was like, when he first fought Doumbé, he thought Doumbé was nothing.
Yeah.
And so he didn't really put a full camp in for that, and he ended up losing. So he was being inconsistent. But after that fight, he's found like this streak, and he just keeps winning. His only losses in the last little bit have been Nicky.
Yeah, and they were also close fights.
Yeah, they weren't like blowouts.
Yeah, so I think Myrtle is doing really good. He's getting more consistency now. You know, he's winning his fights good. His last performance was great. So yeah, I can't wait, you know. I like Myrtle, so yeah, I'm cheering for him.
Do you envision yourself being a trainer when you're done fighting? Do you like to work with kids now? You hate kids, don't you?
No, I don't hate them, but how you say it?
It's not the time?
It's not the time, right, you know. I don't got
like, I know Myrtle does private lessons at his gym. He teaches private lessons. Not you?
To be honest, I don't have the patience for that right now. If I see to myself, I'm a perfectionist, you know. I want everything to be perfect. And if I see people sometimes throwing things, nah. And the kids, you know, they're too busy to me. Like, they're cheering everywhere, screaming. No, I get crazy, you know. I like teaching. I like teaching one-on-one with my fighters, with my good fighters.
Elite fighters, yeah.
That's what I like for now. But if I get older, maybe, you know. And I like sports management. I like to do things for people. So maybe, for that, you know.
Like an agent.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
No, I've been paying attention to my dad because he's really good at it.
Yeah.
So
How has that been? Like, you like having your father in the corner? Like, I had my dad, like, he wasn't my coach, but for me, like, he was in one of my corners and I got cut. And the last person I wanted to see was my dad in the corner. Because I guess he wasn't my coach.
No, I need him in my fight, you know. It's not like... yeah, it's different when he's not around, you know. He knows me from the beginning, so sometimes I don't even have to say things, you know, and he knows things. And I just need it. He knows when and how to talk to me in the corner.
So it almost seems like you guys are like friends and like father-son. You guys hang out well. And
yeah, we hang out well. You know, we can when we hang out in private, you know, we got good friends. When we have to do work, we do work. You know, we got the trainer, and it's a trainer position. You know, then he's the boss. So that's
how's the rest of your family feel about you fighting? They get into it?
Yeah, they're all really supportive. Even my grandpa, my grandma, they watch everything.
Really?
They probably know more about kickboxing than me. They follow everything. Yeah,
for
sure.
Does grandpa break it down? Son, you should have landed that low kick.
No, not like that, but he's
American? I didn't know your grandfather was American, had an American accent.
I don't speak Dutch.
No, they're really supportive, you know, and they like it. You know. They really support me with it. So they watch every time, even... If it's a replay, Glory, they watch it.
Really?
Taping it.
It's funny. Yeah. Yo, you saw the fight last time? Yeah.
Criticize you ever?
No, they don't criticize me.
Like you should have done something
No,
better?
they don't do that because they know I don't like that. So.
Does your
not from them, you know.
Does your dad ever put the gloves on and hit pads and stuff? Your dad?
No, sometimes he's training.
He can go pretty good?
He's a big guy, man. He could probably still go.
But you underestimate him. His condition is good, and I never hit somebody kick so hard as him.
Really?
I catched a lot of pads with people, but I never met somebody who hit as hard as him.
Was your dad competing when you were growing up, or was he like retired by the time you were born?
No. He was still competing when I was smaller.
So you got to like watch him live at some points in your life?
He always took me to the gym when he was sparring at Chakariki, Tom Haring.
Okay,
That time when he was sparring with all the big guys, you know, he took me, I was like maybe 8-10 years old. He took me to Amsterdam, he put me in the corner. I was watching him spar and everything. So he took me from when I was a little kid. So I wasn't grown up with it. Yeah, so it was nice. And I see him doing work.
Yeah.
And now teaching me.
Now junior, fighting for a world title.
Yeah.
Good luck to you, my man. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Go to gloryshop.com for the latest gear, including my ensemble tonight. It is very attractive, and you can get it at a cut rate. Actually, I'm overdressed, but I don't care. I still look good. Way better than Robin and Joe. Please rate and subscribe to iTunes for our next podcast, which will be Glory Kickboxing Podcast number 15. Also, check out our YouTube page. Joe loves to scroll through the comments and hear everybody tell him how great he is, so please comment and do that for his sanity. I'm Todd Grisham for Robin Van Roosmalen and Joseph Valtellini. We'll see you next time.
Good stuff, man.
Good work, man.
It was good. Got some of your
That was fun, man.
stories out, man.
Yeah, it was fun. I like it.